Sephiroth come through, and he's really tried to make this one-winged angel his one-winged man.
And it's nice to highlight, I feel like when we talk about Javi, it's not just the characters that we've seen him play consistently, but I feel like Javi's also that player that can play the random button.
Yeah,
and,
for sure.
Yeah, so now taking out the Wolf here.
And we did see a little bit of that in Squad Strike as well. You know, he's got, look, if the character requires solid, you know, fundies, it's a fundies character like Wolf. Javi can play them. He's doing a fine time. Wolf is a character that really does enjoy a tall character like Sephiroth to get these big combos on, and the ability to melt some of these stocks early before Wing becomes a problem.
Exactly. That's exactly what Javi wants to look out for here. You see Ned now taking some damage. I love this chase from Javi. Putting on some pressure here, and especially being able to hang below those platforms, avoid the range, but the Wing is out.
Yeah, Wing is out now, so that means he's going to be doing a lot more damage. He's a lot faster. He's got armor on those smash attacks, and he's got an extra jump. He's going to be evasive, very hard to catch. But once you land that one nair, he is still just as susceptible to combos. Going to be a fair on the way up.
The anime plot armor can only be so strong, but the up smash out of shield attempt now coming in from Javi. I look how patiently he's playing this. Despite having the lead, he's not playing too overly aggressive because of Wing being there as a threat.
He's able to sit back out of range of that falling up air and clean it up before things get too dire. The Wing is gone now. He's going to have to earn it again by taking some hits. So Ned, you know, back on the grind.
The way that Javi's moving too, kind of dancing around Ned. Not only that, but trying to dance out of his range as you should here. Does get hit, gets sent off the stage, but manages to make their way back.
What's crazy, I feel like he's playing so well outside of Sephiroth's ranges, but Sephiroth has quite a bit more range than Wolf. How does he make it happen?
I don't know. I don't know if he followed his claws here, but basically looking like it. Manages to make it back safely. Ned not going to be able to land that back air attempt. But it's just a matter of trying to close out the stock because you know that Javi's just going to keep chipping away at this damage.
Gonna use that upper to try to catch the platform, but Javi gets there a little bit too quick, is able to hold that shield. Gonna watch out for the forward tilt at the ledge. He jumps with a great mix-up on the timing. And now he's back with his feet on the ground. He's been doing a lot of that where he dash dances a little bit, jumps in for the nair. I think Ned is kind of adjusted to the movement that Javi's looking for at this point, and is a little bit more stationary, kind of forcing something out of Javi.
Yeah, 100%. You could actually see Ned changing up their playstyle a little bit, slowing themselves down too, because you could see Javi's like, all right, I'm going to try to dash dance, wait for the opportunity to come in just like that. Ned now forced to play by the ledge, tries to call out a jump, but Javi's not going to give it to him as he's still staying grounded. But you talk about the range. You talk
That's
about
insane.
the range, neighbor.
How did he have the reach? The down smash, not even one of the longest reaching moves, but he did clip the heels on the way out. Javi doing a lot of this dash dancing. Can get a little dangerous. You can't shield in the middle of that dash.
Oh, a little cheeky attempt there, but that was a regrab, so he's going to get punished for that.
Yeah, just a little bit of a baby tap. You can afford it. This character, the more that I watch it, the more I feel like this is DLC Wii Fit. He's very comfortable at the ledge. He can hang there all he wants.
That's actually so interesting. I've never even thought about that, but it's so true.
He can plank there with the forward airs, poking into the stage. He's got all the time in the world.
I've always thought about it like Smashboard Corn that could just hang by the ledge of side B almost here, but it's just way better. You got that DLC, you got that plot armor, anime plot armor rather. See Ned now still trying to struggle a little bit on trying to poke out Javi because you see just the way that Javi's playing consistently out of Ned's range.
Both of them went for the dueling aerials, but Javi was just below Ned's. Even though he's got the big range on the sword, they're skinny hitboxes. They're not generous. You really have to know where to place them. And as a result, we're seeing situations where Javi can get just below them or just above them and come in with big damage combos. Ned's got a ledge trap situation, but again, it's not super generous, the hitboxes.
The moment that Javi does jump into Ned's radius, notice he just jumps in once, tries to be a little bit aggressive, and then just holds shield the whole time to wait out to see what Ned's going to do.
Here we get the forward throw set up, trying to chase a jump with the back air, but that forward air pokes gives him all the space in the world to get back up from the ledge. And here we go, that we've seen consistently. Javi will jump up, go for the jump, double jump to try to bait out an option. Ned, tired of it, is going to back just out of the range and go for the forward tilts.
Yeah. I love the spacing now from Ned. He's adapting to what Javi's been trying to do now, trying to replicate that, but it's too little too late here. Javi's still holding on to both his stocks, but not for long, jumping right into that.
When Sephiroth has one wing, I don't think it's ever too late. We are a little bit behind, but only 80% now on the same stock. Now both players on the last stock of this game. We can see anything happening. We are dangerously close to a back air just taking it for Javi, but Ned, he does have a big damage opportunity with the wings.
That's the comeback factor that you have to look out for, and Javi knows that. That's why he's playing so safe now. This is where it really means a lot. Just try to hold by roll distance, try to catch the jump, but Ned's not going to give it to him just easily.
Yeah, and you can see Javi is patiently not even going to fall for the regrab situation. You know that Sephiroth can comfortably grab the ledge twice, and then even after that, you're not going to go punish that. You're going to get poked by a sword if you go too deep. Covering this range just below the platform. He does not want to rush at Ned too preemptively, and he catches the movement just below the forward air where he's trying to get him going in. In comes the back air and evens it out.
Aside from the dash dancing that we're currently seeing from Javi, the jump-ins that he doesn't waste his double jump. The jump-ins that he doesn't overcommit until he sees what Ned is doing before he either jumps out of the radius, which is what he consistently keeps doing, or he goes forward with whatever he's trying to overcommit because he sees that Ned is vulnerable.
Yeah, exactly. And that it's been paying off really, really nicely. He's forcing a lot of options out of Ned, where we see because of his quicker options, because he has faster moves, we see that Ned's not allowed to kind of do the same to him and push in. He has to control this space with a big range and back up, so he has to press buttons first. Sometimes that puts him in opportunities where he whiffs, and then in comes big forward air combos, big nair combos, and Javi's just having a field day.
Talk about having some fun, not only with the random button, but Javi's coming out here, trying to put himself back, getting comfortable, getting into the flow of things. It's so difficult when you're forced to play off against these other consistent players that have been around for so long. Ned, of course, like you mentioned, been sticking to the Sephiroth a lot more. We saw that he's made that kind of almost permanent transition since coming back to these events when we're so used to seeing his Pokemon trainer. Yeah,
he's every once in a while pulled it out, but it's one of those situations where I don't want to have to see you again, old friend.
Yeah, we had our good runs.
I'm trying to let you have a nice vacation. So he's pulling out, again, the one-winged angel, the anime protagonist, the big boss. But again, we're seeing, even with the, I think I like the idea of a smaller stage so you don't have as much room to run as Javi. But it can get a little bit, he's making a lot of use out of this small room that he has, even with it being so small.
Ned was just tired of Javi just jumping around like it was Cirque du Soleil at this point. He just wanted to make sure that he doesn't have that freedom to just jump back, because now Ned has the range and the space to be able to punish his landing.
All right, only one platform to escape to, and Sephiroth can cover all of that with an up air. Now they're going to have to fight a little bit more up close, but I don't know how much that benefits Sephiroth when he doesn't have as many. If it's not Nair, it's not a super quick cover himself option.
Well, you can see the way that Javi's still trying to utilize this middle platform as a mix-up, trying to make Ned think that he's either going to fastball through it and then jumps back instead, regardless if he's by the ledge. But now the wing is out, and you don't want to be playing by ledge too hard despite having the lead.
No, it's a little bit spooky when that wing's out. He's got armor on his smash attacks now, and he's got a lot more damage in every hit.
Oh.
Look, he got 3 hits.
Oh. That was it right there. Unfortunately, Ned did not capitalize, but he doesn't want to mess it up right here. You see him trying to play patiently, tries to call out the jump, and yeah, just like you said, he didn't have a jump. And yeah, because he went too low, he unfortunately recovered too late.
Those are moments where Ned has consistently caught Javi jumping out of the air, and in PS2 it didn't matter as much because the stage was so wide, but when you're playing at the very edge, it's going to matter a lot when you get sniped out of the air with no jump. Ooh, parry, but doesn't find a follow-up even on parry. Sephiroth does not have very quick out-of-shield options. Finally does get the grab, and again, the forward air sets up big damage off the side. And one platform to escape to, still going to be able to cover it. 5 times a counter poke in the back air, but Ned's holding on to the life.
Oh, yeah, that's definitely going to do a dash check right there. Currently, with Ned being able to do a lot better of a job this time around for the second game. You can see that adaptation of the stage preference really working out in his favor. Yeah,
just the way that he is controlling the space, I feel like is working out really well. He doesn't feel the need to go in against Javi just because he's dashing around in his space. He said, eventually I know you're going to press a button and I'll be ready. I'll be there. Most of it's going to be jumping, so I'll just meet you halfway. Got Javi stuck at the ledge here. Finally finds his footing on the ground, down throw dash attack, but he doesn't really go for a big extension afterwards. He kind of wants to see what Ned commits to.
And dancing around the platform is just still playing by the ledge. Currently at 90%, trying to even this out, but with Ned being right behind him, tack grab is not going to hit. Javi facing the other way, unfortunately, but does manage to get back towards the ledge. He's been trying to recover high because he feels a lot of pressure from Ned here. Yeah, you don't want to go too low. It can be really spooky. That down air is an ever-present threat that it can be just a little bit below the ledge. Finally tossing some of the big explosions. A lot of the time they're used just as a bait. You throw them out to make the opponent think about it, and then you press block and continue to pressure. Oh, The trade, though. Ned not going to be able to get that follow-up, getting sent all the way to the other side, but the wing is out, and that's going to be able to put him on board with a lot of that pressure. You see the respect, and exactly why right here, despite Javi still being at a pretty high percent, Ned now having the lead, only 102.
Finally finds one of those snaps. Going to be a lot of opportunity here. Does get reflected.
I love it. Just watching that looks so funny. It looked like two Beyblades just trying to hurl towards Ned at the same time. Like, wait a minute, that's mine.
Dragoon! He was able to get his way back. Finally, Ned took a few blows on his way back up and eventually gets up tilted into this last stock.
Oh, does snuff that out. You saw the downer attempt right there. That's exactly why we've been seeing Javi try to recover a little high. He's been respecting Ned, but he did not get clipped by that down air. Does manage to make it back.
And that forward air, again, long range, but it is not super safe. We're able to get a grab as a punish. Up air catches him back on the way down. Ooh, the wing comes out. If you're Javi, you really wanted to close it out before you could see this wing, but it is very difficult to do that.
Doesn't get the best hit there that he wanted to get with backer. He's just trying to space it out, but not trying to overcommit to. He's doing what we saw him do earlier on, but these slide tilts coming in from Ned. Down here again, not hitting. He does manage to reach the ledge and get the invincibility in time.
And both players, again, doing a lot of this hopping. Javi's jumping up and down, left and right, all around. He wants Ned to press a button first.
Literally just rolling around each other too, and something else. He's consistently trying to make sure that these raw backers could at least put Ned off stage, so that way he could then try to pressure out Ned, but he jumps into that. And look, he does end up right behind Ned, so Ned doesn't go for the follow-up.
Yeah, that's one of those situations where it almost feels low risk. Oh my goodness, the backer does catch him off the side, and that's going to be it for Ned in winner's bracket. Javi's going to move on. I loved the ideas that Ned was bringing to the table. Like the up smash at the end there, you're like, you know, if you're going to jump at me, I'll catch you. If you're going to dash through me, I've got armor. But at the end of the day, it felt like he wasn't able to get a whole lot going on until the wing came out, and at that point he was already playing from behind. There was a lot of moments where he was able to catch the movement from Javi with the jumps, but Wolf is kind of able to kite in this range where he's a pest.
Not just that, and Javi also just being able to utilize his mobility to be able to dance not only around those platforms, but then kind of jump in, wait to see what Ned does before jumping back, and that's why we saw Smashville coming in, because he didn't want him to have that space. Ned didn't want Javi to be able to take advantage of that, but still, even though he did a lot better that time around, when the wing is out, it's like you said, you're already playing at a disadvantage, and 100%. Javi still was able to play very passively to the very end.
Yeah, throw out those blasters, do those double jumps, just kind of wait outside of his range, jumping up and down, moving all around.
Yeah, and as we get set up here, guys, it's time to take your gaming to the next level. Localhost is your gaming and esports center where you and the squad could play all your favorite games on the best gaming gear, meet other gamers, so that way you guys could get your friendlies in. That way, if you don't have anywhere to kind of host up, you guys could come out here, compete weekly at Localhost.
There's so many different places you can go to. There's one local here in Austin, Bakersville, Denver, North Brunswick. There's an Oceanside, Philly, St. Louis. There's a lot of places you could go and have a good time playing at Localhost. They were the event, or the location that was holding the event for the pre-LTC event. Pre-LTC local that Yanni was able to do.
Yeah, actually, I saw that. Super happy. That's another thing that I missed about offline events is the really hype local that you have all the out-of-state, out-of-country talent come out, and it's like kind of like that preparation to see, oh man, what's even going to happen at this tournament?
Who's grinding and who's trying to hide their secrets.
Exactly. You don't want to kind of lay out your cards all in front of your opponents at that moment, especially since it's not the big tournament, but it's a good way to get warmed up.
That's where you see your players like Yanni who say, I need this EXP, it's worth it for me to go out here and get this grind. And then you see your players like DeBuzz who are like, I'm going to be in my laptop, I'm going to be in my room with my laptop.
Exactly. Studying, basically, as we always have seen him on stage. But guys, don't go anywhere. We have some more Smash Ultimate Singles action right after this ad break.